That was different. Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. P.I.E.N, with a little bit of motivation and inspiration for yo and my situation, hoping to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. Going straight into mind transformation. Uh-oh. Y'all know what we getting ready to do. Read that book that's wrapped in blue. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, Daily Motivation for African American Success. And as usual, please don't come on my page with that color mess. If you, specifically you, listen to the words in this book, this message, this passage today, I'm sure to help you relieve some of your stress in some way. Besides, you didn't have anything to do with your color anyway on your born day. You beautiful. So let's see what this book has to say on this lovely 22nd day of February. It's about time. It's about time. I've only just a minute, 60 seconds. It forced upon me. Can't refuse it. Didn't seek it. Didn't choose it. I've only just a minute, 60 seconds. It forced upon me. Can't refuse it. Didn't seek it. Didn't choose it. Benjamin E. Mays, educator. Dr. Benjamin E. Mays was both an educator and a preacher. His robust and optimistic life could be summed up in his favorite poem entitled, I've Only Just a Minute. The ideas expressed in the poem are as valid today as when Dr. Mays set them down more than half century ago. The poem's stirring power reminds us that life only allows us a little time to do what we want. We must make the most of every moment. It takes a lot of energy to waste time. Why should we knit or play checkers, for example, when we might spend that tension relieving time reading self help books for personal development? Each of us can think of a number of activities in our daily lives that are relatively unproductive and unrewarding. Why not replace them with something productive and rewarding? I don't think watching an hour-long television rerun will ever add to our lives. Therefore, instead of doing something routinely, tension relieving, why not do something goal achieving? That's good right there. Why not think about how we spend the minutes of our days and see if our habits are allowing precious time to slip away unused? Walter Turnbull, founder of the Harlem Boys Choir, knows the value of the preeminent singing ensemble. Knows the value of time. It took him nearly 25 years to establish his voice as the preeminent singing ensemble in the country. Whenever we waste time, he says, we should remember that Father Time never makes a round trip. That's good. By correcting our habits and making use of the time we would otherwise have wasted, we will stay young in heart and in mind, no matter how long we have been around. By correcting our habits and making use of the time we would otherwise have wasted, we will stay young in heart and in mind, no matter how long we have been around. Closing quote. Eternity can be found in a single minute. I will use each minute wisely. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. And I used to ask that question often when I was driving for Uber or Lyft. And I would put it in the perspective if that time was valued as money. If each one of those seconds was $1, how would you value it? And in the world that we live in, most of us will probably value that dollar more than we value that second because we've been taught to go after money. And I get it. Yep, we do need money. It's important to have it. But I think some of us have a unspoken love of it or have had a unspoken love of it. And we tend to chase the profit instead of chasing our purpose. And when we don't waste time chasing profit and we spend that time usefully reading the self-help books, as the book said, you start to discover your purpose and you start to get into communities that's growing individuals like you and me. You see that the profit can come easily. 86,400 seconds every single day, 168 hours in a week, 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a year, 52 weeks. That's a timetable that somebody else is giving you, but none of us has a clue when the time and the lights are going to go completely out on you. Time is our most valuable commodity. I, specifically me, need to ensure that I stop wasting the thing and I start evolving the time that the king has given to me. By correcting my habits and making use of the time we would otherwise have wasted, we will stay young at heart and in mind no matter how long we've been around. Put those useful things down and start focusing on the time that God is giving you. Seeing what he's calling you to do, what's going to be productive for you and the individuals around you. Time is valuable. Don't let anyone else count it for you. Make use of every second of your day like it's the last for you. I know the conversation is uncomfortable, and that's cool, but you get to do it the time, because time eventually is going to be done with you. You get to do what you want to do with your time, because time eventually is going to be done with you. And my light went out like that on cue. Is that a message of Jesus? I don't think so. I got my paperwork in order. I hope you do too. Use your time wisely. Stop allowing time to just use you. I hope this motivation and inspiration was something for your situation to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation. Here we go again. Got to get that wire fixed, I guess. Peace.